respected opponents, and everyone here. We from the affirmative team strongly stand by the motion that as an individual who feel deeply unhappy with their real world life, this house prefers to abandon the real world and permanently inhabit a fictional universe of our own choice. And with this motion, I have 5 things that I would like to discuss in this motion in my speech. The first one is our framing is the person that is deeply unhappy means that the person is not feeling well in this world, and the person can abandon is living their original world, which is the world we live in, and permanently, which means that they cannot go back or rebuilding as inhabit our person that we permanently live in that world of our own choice. Fictional world is where world that is contain magic and not having a physical role of our real world, aka this world. And based on their choice, is there something happened to them, the government is not taking any responsibility with that. And we are talking about this moving to the fictional world is where the person that choosing that world is already know what happened in that world, and that's why they choose that. And the unhappy person is classified in the same world that is not or don't have a war in the fictional world. So the fictional world that they will have to go in is must have that calm and a peace in that, so they will get any harm in there. And only the unhappy person that go there know the rules following that they can go back to the real world, just like the rules that Mas Buya said before. And when they want to go to the fictional world, they must have that they must have the agreement from their parents, from their family, and we also require their signature to sign it that they know the consequences of going to the fictional world. And second is goal. The goal is at the end of the debate in the end of the debate is to make the citizens happy with living their original world and living in their fictional world of choosing. And then our model is we make the people get to their fictional world of choose is making a device that can get them body and mind to their fictional world they're choosing. And they must be 17 years old or older, so they must have a responsibility to do that. And 17 years old is classified as someone that already know the consequences and already know the bad or right with their action. And after that, the burden is we need to change the person feeling and the mental health. If we do this, the person is happy since it's their choice. And even the bad scenario is the person is also feeling unhappy too, but they already in the world that they choose, so it can reduce their unhappy feelings since they choose in the first place, since that is the world they choose in the first place. So like it's like oh well, I'm depressed, I'm sad, but at least I live in this blah 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 world. And before I go to my argument, I have some reaction. I have some reaction. Because number 5, which states that real society needs to come with the consequences that many citizens potentially choosing to into the another world is connecting to the number 3. It's the number 5 is connecting with number 3, which they can go back to the real world. And if not, then the government will do is by making sure and trying to solve this deeply unhappy people problem and make them know that there's will be a consequences, and if they do agree with that. And for the argument, I will tell you guys 2 arguments. The first argument, the preemption, I also have another preemption. The second one is if you're gonna say that it's gonna make the people not facing the problem or escaping the reality, well, that's the point of the deeply unhappy people. They want to escape this condition. They want to fix this condition by going to the fictional world. And my argument, the first one, is people will happy with that reality because they can move to the world where they can choose the world and make their mental health is better, and they can live freely where there is no pressure. So like just imagine in the real world, someone is like told to be like this, to be like that, and to be like blah blah blah. But then in the fictional world of they choosing, they would lose all of that since that's what they want. So they will lose their pressure to do that. And the second one is the people will be fine because in the rule number 4, which is safe to them to believe, and of course it is the person will be happy because they will not it is safe habitat to so the body, the person that want to live in that, it can live. So like a physical thing, it will not actually exist. Like our body cannot resist the let's just say like the other world, the other way of water or like it or like that actually. It will not actually happen anything to the person because in the rules number 4, they mentioned that the body is already adapting to the world they want to choose. So in the conclusion, our team firmly believes that the individual person feel deeply unhappy with their real world can leave this world and abandon the real world and permanently inhabit a fictional universe of their own choice. I have my speech and I am proud to purpose. Thank you.
Thank you for your time today.